Hello everyone, in this movie I will be showing you something quite cool, I hope. It's gonna be replacement of original iDrive screen with the new one, which is an Android one. So this should give extra functionality for the car and also change your appearance to a more modern one, because you know the old iDrive was, let's say, quite simple. This is a small screen with limited number of options. It's not something that actually is very useful on those days. You cannot connect any memory card. With the new one, you can connect memory card. You got 32 gigabytes of storage. There is a microphone, so you can easily link your phone with the iDrive. Then just use the microphone from here to speak to it. You can use the USB dongle to have option for 3G or 4G connection, so you can have internet access. So it's quite useful device. So I will be showing you in this movie how to replace the original screen with the new one. In addition, I will be connecting also the reverse camera to add extra functionality. It's even more. As far as I know, you can also add the front camera, but I don't have one, so it's just gonna be the reversing camera. So in order to access the old screen, we have to remove the two screws which are on the top, and this will be size T10, so it's gonna be this. The next step will be to remove the old panels and get to the back of the radio. So we will add the connectors on the back of the radio. As far as supplier was saying on the advert, it's supposed to be just easy plug and play, which means that we don't have to destroy any existing connections. It's gonna be just simple way to connect this. So it should be easy job, very straightforward, and let's see how it's gonna work. So first of all, I think we're gonna remove the old radio. So there are two screws on the top. Now with those screws gone, it looks like it's kind of simple. I was expecting it's gonna be more complicated, but it's just coming off like this. So you have to bend it and then just lift it on the bottom and pull it out. Now you see the back of the radio. So they are plastic clips which actually hold the wiring. So you have to remove the wire from those clips. And then there is a connector over here. There is one which is on the back. It should be just a matter of pulling it out. And with this one, I see some clip. So let me see how to remove this one. There is a wee button here which you have to press, and then by pressing it, it will allow you to slide out the connection. So this is how you can disconnect the screen. The next step will be to remove those panels, the plastic covers. So you have to put something plastic on the edge over here. Just lift it a little bit and push it out. Don't force it strongly or anything, because this is a plastic, so you can always break it. It's strong plastic. It's a good quality plastic, but you have to remember this is still plastic, so be careful with that to not break it. Now, when this cover is removed, on the back there is one connector which goes to emergency lights. So you have to disconnect this. Luckily, this is a simple matter of pulling it out. It doesn't require much of force or anything. There are no clips, so you're just sliding it out, and that's all. Okay guys, so the next step will be to remove the two screws, one on each end. And after that, you just lifting the part on the bottom, just sliding it, and it will come off. So after this part will come off, there are again two connectors on the back. So same as previously, you're pressing this middle part and then the sliding off. You're pressing this button over here. You see this wee button here, and this will allow you, I'm doing this by one hand so it's not easy, to slide it off. And then after that, connectors are gone and this part is removed. So the next stage will be to remove this part. Now, in order to remove this part, you have to first open that. Without opening this, you're not gonna be able to remove that. So first you have to open this, and then gently, I would recommend to start lifting this from the bottom. So place the plastic tool over here and just go along this edge just to lift it up. So from here, when you will release the pins on the both ends, this should come off pretty easily. Now you can see those clips that were holding the part of the panel. So the two of them are on the top and two of them are on the bottom part of it. Then depending on the connectors which you got here, every car is different, so you can have 4 of them. I got only 2. You're disconnecting the wires that goes on the back of it. So first I will close that to get better access. So those connectors, again, they are just simple connectors. It doesn't require pressing of anything. You're just simply pulling them out. So this part is gone. So to remove the radio unit, there are 2 screws. One on this end, the second one on this end. I did manage to remove one already. So after removing those screws, we should be able to remove the radio and then get access to put the new wire harness on the back of the radio unit. Now, to remove the radio, this connector, you have to press this bit here, and this will allow you to disconnect the cable. So this will be the first. With this one, there is another button here. I don't know if you can see it, but this, you have to press this, and then it will allow you to leave this up, and then remove the connector. And this, you just force it out, nothing else. So with this one, you press the clip. With this one again, you press it and then unlock it. And with this one, you just disconnect, and the radio is disconnected. So as you can see, the radio is gone. The wire harness is it's left here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna connect the adapter which we got with the new radio, and this part will go over here to original one, and this one will go back to the radio which we the cable which we just disconnected. So this will be the connector over there. If you have connector for, because what I can see here, you see, this is the original one, and there is a connector which is a fiber optic. This one doesn't have it, so I think that we will need to remove this from original one and add this to this one, because this will not transfer any fiber optic connections. So, or you're gonna buy yourself yeah, this one is even blinded. If you got any connectors here, you have to disconnect them and then connect them manually by yourself. So we're gonna disconnect this one. To remove those connectors, there is a weak clip on the end. If you can see here, you see this plastic thing? You have to push it, and this will allow you to remove it. You see this thing? You have to push this by screwdriver, flat screwdriver, and this will allow you to remove the connector. And then you can connect this to the new harness. Now guys, the bigger fun will be with all the connectors. So as far as I've managed to establish, this connector will go over here. So this is the first connection. This will go above. Just touch this part. Now, this connector will go to the back of the power, to the radio unit, and this will actually power the unit. Now, from here, if you will be connecting the reverse camera, you have to connect this to CCD CVBS connector in this radio. Different model might have different place where you are connecting this, or different name how it's gonna be called, but in this one it is CCD CVBS. So you're connecting the cable over there. There is also the power, you have to power this on. So the power go to the brown cable, which is here. On the back of the radio you also have the GPS antenna, but I would recommend to put this somewhere like on the top of the window, somewhere here, so this is gonna be exposed to the sky, so this can get some GPS signal. So this is the antenna which will go to the back of the radio. So for the GPS antenna, I decided to put it over here. So you see the clips on the bottom. This is a speaker cover. You have to press it from the bottom part, like you have to put your hand quite deeply over here, and then you will be able to squeeze the connector like that, and this will come off. And then the second one not gonna be easy, because you have to put your hand below that part, so like behind it, and this will allow you to disconnect the other one. Same on other end, and then just gently force it up. So as you can see, this is how the bottom part looks like. So this is what you have to look for on the bottom side. So for now, this is how it looks like. What I will do here, I will have to buy some clip. I will use the black clip to add this on the top of the wire, and then they are parts of the vents. So this will be attached over here like that. So this is not gonna be hanging out. But that was the best way for now for me to connect the GPS antenna. If you will find a better way, then you can add this in the comment, and yeah, I can improve it as well. For the reverse camera, the connector have to go here again. So what I found the best way is like you placing the wire, I don't know if you can see it, over here. You're removing this part behind the steering wheel, and you can place the wire from here, and then from here take it down. So the next step for me after placing this behind the steering wheel is to take it down. Then you got two screws, one is here, the second one is there. By removing them, this will allow you to lower down the cover panel, so then you can actually place the wire behind the panel, take it to here, and then what I'm gonna do is add this behind those protective covers and trace it to the back of the car. So I'm not gonna show you exactly, you know, those how I'm gonna place it, because that's, I think it's pretty straightforward. So in my case, all the wiring is in place, which means that the camera, the reverse camera, is connected to the brown cable, as you can see here. Then the cable goes down, like I said, like through here to the steering wheel. All the cables are height, so that's fine. There is a GPS connector to the antenna. There is a harness which goes down. I place this on the back of the metal plates, like over here, and then it go over there. Two USB cables that you will have, one from this connector and the second one which came from this connector. Both of them I put over there, that's quite dark, but over there, and then I move them to the glove box. So that's quite easy connection, and I think everything is ready to put it back. So this cable goes to the back of the radio, same as this one, then this one, this one. Keep in mind that from the radio unit you got this something like a ground cable, which has to go on the top of this one, the pink one. And I think that's gonna be all on the top. And to be honest, everything should be now just simple connecting it back together, and hopefully it will work. So I'm not gonna show you how to put this back together, because this is just like reverse steps which we just did, and I will just show you how it looks like when everything is completed. If I will face any other problems, then I will add them to this movie. So guys, this is 2 days since I installed this radio unit, and I must say it's pretty impressive. I didn't plan to make a small review of it, but I want to share my experience, so I will say a few words about it. So as you can see, you got all the functionality of the iDrive, so everything that you had previously, you still have it. You know, you didn't lose anything. You can still use your steering wheel buttons to control it, so that's brilliant. One thing which you need to keep in mind is that entertainment, you need to have auxiliary coded to your car, because without that you're not gonna be able to listen to the music. So any sound from the radio will be just not transmitted to your car. So you have to have auxiliary port coded. You don't need to have anything connected to it, because radio have connection for it, but you need to have this coded. By touching the screen, you go into the touch screen mode, which is pretty easy to use and also intuitive, and the navigation is pretty amazing. I mean, it's very accurate. I'm not very sure if this is because of the big antenna which I got attached to my window and also exposed to the sky, but it's pretty accurate. So I really appreciate that. Also, the messages about anything that you have to do, like turn left, turn right, they are told in advance. So you got plenty of time to prepare yourself, and when the car is giving you those messages, the volume is dropping down if you listen to the music. So I do appreciate this as well. What I also notice is like there is wee safety feature. So if you got any hard turns left or right or anything like a hazard on the road, then the volume of the music will drop down a little bit and come back again, which means it's giving you some kind of, let's say, warning that you need to pay attention to the road. So I do appreciate this as well. You can link your phone to the device, and then you got mirroring. You can do this via USB cable. There's where is phone link, DVR. That's a camera, but I don't have camera. I need to connect the camera. But if you go to the phone link, then you can actually connect your phone by Wi-Fi, Android Wi-Fi, Apple Wi-Fi, or USB. So at the moment I'm using USB, and that's brilliant. I mean, everything from the phone, it's transmitted to the car. Only minus is that the screen size is not the full screen, so that was the only minus. The screen itself is brilliant. It's very accurate. I mean, everything can be clearly read. I love it. I added USB hard drive with 1 terabyte storage, and it works brilliantly. I can work with everything on it, so I love it. I honestly love it. You can watch the movies from it. As you can see here, the brightness, you can set this up to whatever brightness you want. It's brilliant. It's honestly brilliant. So guys, the movie quality is amazing. As you can see, it's pretty bright. The screen is very accurate. It's not full HD, but it's still brilliant. It can read the full HD movies. As you can see, everything is smooth, nothing is slowing down, so it's a really good radio. I definitely recommend this. So if you will find any of radios of this kind for your car, then I do recommend to upgrade your car. It will really change the experience of using your car. So that was like a quick movie showing you how to install the radio and then a few words about it. So I hope you found this useful, and thank you for watching, and I wish you a good day.
After 600 meters, keep left. Then, at the roundabout, take the 4th exit.
Cause I work so hard that it's hard to lose. That's why I'm taking that face to face. Got a bottle in my hand, I'm facing that. Cause when it doesn't happen, then I've been an addict every night, it's in the mad.
After 300 meters, keep left. Then, at the roundabout, take the 4th exit.